Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing this amazing morning? It is cold, super cold outside, and our pipes froze. So it's that cold outside. So how's everybody else doing? We got some sunshine as you can see in the background. We got some sun, but it's still cold. It's super cold. So good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, Betty Rose. How are you ladies doing this amazing morning? Good morning, cousin. Oh, I gotta fix my strings. Good morning, Crystal. Good morning, Linda. Happy birthday, Linda. Everybody say happy birthday to Linda. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Linda. Good morning, Shanika. Good morning, Crystal. Yes, everybody hit the thumbs up. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it. How are you guys doing? Matter of fact, remember we said we're not doing how you guys doing. We said we are doing I'm blessed in the chat. I'm blessed in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Tiffany. All right, Linda. Hey, DC. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. How's everybody? Everybody doing right. Put the I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, 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 blessed. Good morning, Jasmine. Good morning. Everybody put I'm blessed in the chat. Today is Wednesday. Good morning, Travis. Today is Wednesday, and we are going to be getting over the hump, right? So we were still in the set. We're still talking about mindset. We're still in the set. We're still talking about mindset. Mindset is going to be what we are talking about all week long again, because everybody has to make sure that their mind is ready for success. Their mind is wired for success and not failure, because we are wired to, we're not wired for success, right? We got to train ourselves for success. So with that being said, that is what we are talking about this morning. Good morning, Lawanda. Good morning. Good morning, Trina. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button when you're in here. Yes, yes, and yes. All right. So, do you guys want to do the gift exchange names now? Do you want me to just send you your person? How do you want me to do it? I think I have something on my contact lens. Okay, now I can see clear. How do you want me to do it? Do you want me to send you your person, or do you want to do it right now? I stuck everything in here. Travis, long time no see. How you been? How you been? I got the names in here. And if you have not yet given me your name for the gift exchange, please let me know right now so I can add you to the list. You want to do the gift exchange, Jasmine? We are moving and shaking over here. We are moving and shaking. Is anybody in the room that would like to join the gift exchange that did not give me your leave your name on the survey or the email? Let me know. Let me know. Also, we are having a content. I called it an intensive. Hey. Okay, so we're having a content intensive Sunday at 7 p.m. So if you're struggling with your content and you need some help with editing, you need some help with what to post, how to post, what to write, all of that information, all of that jazz, we are going to be discussing that on Sunday. And Sunday is going to be a free class. And DC, is she still in the room? Is she still in the room? We are going to be giving a free class. It's going to be open to everybody. It's going to be open to everybody. All right, Jasmine, I'm writing you right now. Good morning, Yolanda. Been doing well, trying to move into a new house. Got you, getting things situated. It's hectic, but I'm sure I'm blessed. That's right. That's right. What are the rules? The rules are it's a $20 budget. It could be it should be something that you make. And if you're not making right now, you can go to the store and get something. It has to be shipped out by the 16th so that it could get there before Christmas or by Christmas. And you're responsible for shipping. That's basically it. I will pair you guys up. I have all the names in here. I will pair you guys up, and then then you'll ship accordingly. I sent a survey out in the email. Good morning, Tanya. So if you're new and if you weren't here yesterday and you would like to participate in the gift exchange, or you didn't receive the email and you would like to participate in the gift exchange, please let me know and put your name in. I will put your name in the envelope. And I will pair you up, and then I will send you a message and let you know who you paired up with. And then we can get that together. Right? So if you have not yet told me, let me know. Let me know. Everybody, if you just walked in the room, let me hear you say, I'm blessed. Put it up in the chat. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Y'all ready to rock and roll this morning? Good morning, Cocoa Bean. Good morning. Are y'all ready to rock and roll this morning? Good morning, La Femme Nikita. Yep. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm here. Couldn't find the chat. Okay. So, you guys all know, if you don't know, if you're candle makers, then you know who she is. If you're soapers, you may or may not know, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows, right? But DC of Charisma's Candle Bakery, everybody know who DC is, right? Everybody know who Charisma's Candle Bakery is. She agreed to join me on Sunday to do a quick little on TikTok, or tips on posting on TikTok. So she is going to help with that, because I know a lot of you guys were asking about TikTok yesterday. I was like, I'm not good on TikTok, so she definitely is. She's went viral I don't know how many times already. And so I'm getting messages, sorry. And so she is going to join us on Sunday for you guys. So I'm going to make sure that you guys are ready. You're going to have everything you need. If you cannot say you didn't have everything that you need to succeed once we're done with you. And matter of fact, we're never going to be done, because everything is you're always learning, you're always evolving, right? So you're never going to be done learning, but you're not going to say that you didn't have the tools to succeed. You're going to know how to succeed, and you're going to know how to do this again and again and again and again and again and again and again, right? Can you check to see if my name is in your thoughts? I said yes, but I'm not sure. I don't think I have it, Travis, so I'm going to put it in here. I forgot. I know it's I'm looking at it. You have a treasure chest. I can't remember. What is it? Treasures? I know it's treasures. Starts with the T. Talia's? Is it Talia's? Talia's treasures? Khalida said happy birthday, Linda. Good morning, Khalida. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know it's treasures. I'm going to put treasures. I know it's treasures. I just got to remember the first part. But when you tell me, I'll put it in here. All right. So everybody, y'all ready to go? We said we executing quickly, right? We are executing quickly. Why I got to clap? I don't know. I am executing quickly. Put that in the chat really quickly. I am executing quickly. I am executing quickly. I am executing quickly. Are you sending us gift recipients? Yes. I got it right here. I'm ready. I'm ready. I am executing quickly. I am executing quickly. There's no need for you to hold on and sit on and wait until the time is right for the idea to go. to let it go. Let it fly and tweak it while you're in the air, right? That's what we are going to be. It's all about being fearless. 2023 is all about being fearless. We are going to be fearless. We're going to step outside of our comfort zones, right? We are going to step outside of what we're, in our cozy little homes. We're going to step outside of that. We're going to push the box forward or whatever. We're going to move it, right? We're not going to stay in the same place. We're not, because what they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and thinking that you're going to get a different result. You're not. So we're going to be doing things differently, right? So we are doing things differently to hear us. That's what it is. Got it. Good morning, Nene. Smacking the spades on the table all 2023. That's what I'm saying. Move that table. I'm executing quickly. Yes, I'm executing quickly. I'm executing quickly. We are not going to operate in the same manner that we have operated previously, right? When you know better, you do better. And we are going to be doing better, right? So I'm executing quickly. Yes, put it in the chat. I am executing quickly. I am executing quickly. I will not let fear stop me. That's another thing that I want you to put in the chat. I will not let fear stop me. 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 The only thing that could happen is it doesn't happen the way that you wanted it to turn out. But if you do it, it may turn out even better than you even could have imagined, right? So you cannot allow fear to get in the way. You cannot allow that's not happening anymore, right? It's not happening anymore. I will not let fear stop me. You guys need to say this to yourself. I will not let fear stop me. I will not let fear stop me. Period. Period. I got my notes together. I cut off some so I could write your names for the gift exchange. But I got my notes, right? And we about to get into it today. We about to get into all of the goodness. I will not let fear stop me. I will not let fear stop me. I will not let fear stop me. Period. Right? All right. So what I want you to do is, I know when we start to embark on something, we have all these wonderful grand ideas, and then something gets lost along the way. Along the way, we get lost in the execution of the thing. And then we may not get lost in the execution of the thing. We may get lost in the launch of the thing, right? So we may start it, we have this brilliant idea, we get the idea, we do it, and now we have a fear to launch. Now we have a fear, what if people don't like it? What if I don't succeed? What if they hate it? What if they this? What if they that? Then we have that fear. But along the way, from idea to completion, there's some miscommunication in there. And that's where fear is holding on to you, grabbing you up by the neck, like, you can't do this. You can't do this. They not going to like it. They not going to do this. Who do you think you are that you are going to launch a $1 billion company? Who do you think you are that you are going to have the most amazing company, bath company, candle, whatever? Who do you think you are that you're going to have the most amazing ever? You ain't going to have that. Why do you think that you should have all of this money? You don't deserve all of this money. Money is the root of evil, all evil. You don't need to have this money. Fear is smacking us in our face and choking us up, right? Somewhere along the line. We're not letting that happen. And what we need to do is acknowledge where those points are, right? So that we can face them head on. Because they do happen. I want everybody to think back to all of the times that you decided that you wanted to do something, right? Launch something, it's a product or so whatever. And when do you notice that it's good in one point, and then once you get to another point, it's just like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It's like you a whole totally different person. When you were creating it and making it, you were working it out. You were doing the damn thing, right? But then when it came to putting it out there and talking about it and doing it, you just was like a whole different person. Like you were timid. You didn't know what to say. Oh, I don't sell to people. Oh, I can't post on social media. Oh, I don't know what to post on social media. Like, how many of you guys realize that in yourself? How many of you guys realize that in yourself? I got to go back into the comments a little bit because I missed some stuff. My mom always tells me to stop limiting myself. That's fear that does that. Yes, God is limitless. Yes. I, I woke up in time for this sermon this morning. For this morning. Hey, I woke up on time this morning for this. Yes, I will not let fear stop me. Yes, fear is false evidence appearing real. And it's real. You can't tell me my son jumped out of an airplane, right? I'm not going to say he wasn't scared and he wasn't fearful of jumping out of a plane, right? But it felt so real. Because it was happening, right? But he did it anyway. He overcame it anyway. And this fear is going to hold you. It's going to make you feel like you can't do anything. Right? It's going to make you feel it's going to make you have all the feels, right? But it's you never know. If, like I said, sometimes things may never even happen. Those things that you're fearing may never even come to pass, right? You may be scared to launch your product and you won't, and you stop yourself and you do this and you're apprehensive about it, and then you actually launch it and then you get more rave reviews than you ever thought you would, right? You guys got to stop letting fear stop you. But I want you to recognize that you have points and you have a trigger that makes you do this every single time you're doing something. And it's a pattern. You may not notice it, but it's for sure a pattern. If you know that you're about to launch something, something may happen, emergency may happen. You may get sick. You may start arguments. You might just start getting angry. You might start saying, I can't do this. You're worrying. You're doubting yourself. You're doing all these things. These are ways that you are stopping yourself. These are ways that you're sabotaging your own success, right? So what are the triggers that you see when you're about to do something big, right? And you're excited about it in the beginning. Where is it that you lose the excitement? Where is it in this whole pattern that you lose the excitement for the project? Where is it? Yep, I've been trying to be better and pushing myself. Yes, yes, and yes. I come up with every reason not to go live. My unboxing was unplanned. No time for thinking, and I actually had fun doing it. And maybe that's how you need to do it in order for you to step outside of the fear, right? It's to just go for it. I'm going live. Press the button. Period. I already pressed the button. I gotta go. Right? So where is it that you lose the excitement along the path of your whatever that thing is? Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, sis. Where do you lose that passion and where does fear start to step in? Just joined and I'm already loving what I'm hearing. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody say hello to Chantel. Chantel is my fellow BCMC sister. Everybody say hello to Chantel. We are, oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, we're going live tonight at 8 p.m. right, Chantel? We go live tonight 8 p.m. and you will meet the whole BCMC staff. You'll I gotta get my words together. Cousin is gonna be there, Latrice is gonna be there, Chantel's gonna be there, Jules, Nicole, me, Sean, December, Aaron. We're all gonna be there tonight. So you'll be able to meet the crew, meet the staff, meet meet all of us, right? Good morning, Southern Expression. Wait a minute, I need your name. Southern Expression Candle Co. And I think I know it. Is it Pam? Let me know. 8 p.m. Yes, we are live tonight, 8 p.m. And you get to meet all of us. Right at the end, Ava. I'm like, is it Pam? Ava, Southern Expression. Yes, everybody make sure that you come through. I'm definitely going to put the link in my story. So make sure you follow it, and I'm gonna put the countdown too. I think I did. No, I didn't put the countdown yet, but I'll put the countdown. Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna do credit. We have not been live for a while on our nighttime shows, but January we're going to be jam packed, but tomorrow we are going live and we're going to be talking about credit with Louisa, and she is going to be discussing, you know, having a purpose for your credit cards. So that's going to happen tomorrow. Yes, yes, and yes. All right, so here we go, y'all. So we're okay. So Tanya says right at the end, right when it's about to launch, I have a dementor. Sucks the joy right out of my face. Right. So this is, and that's because there may be doubts. That's because there may be, you know, you're worried about things. It could be from doing, you start to really recognize dead in their tracks when they were so excited about doing something that, you know, when it's time to actually do it, now the excitement is gone. Now you can't do it because now you're stuck in fear. You have to recognize that this right? You have to recognize what it is so that you can get over that hump. So does anybody else recognize that when they're doing something? And then, like I said, this is a pattern. This happens it's going to happen with you everywhere you go, because it's something it's in you. It's not something that can't be changed. It can be changed, but you have to acknowledge that it's there so that you can change it when you see it, right? Because sometimes you may not see it. And that's the thing about, you know, everything. Sometimes you may not see it in yourself, but it's there, right? And you have to start realizing when they show up. Right? So it's going to show up in your relationships. It's going to show up in your projects. It's going to show up in your job. It's going to show up when you're doing something, and a project or something. It's going to always show up because it's in you, and you got to get it off of you. Right? It's in you, and you got to get it off of you. You have to recognize where it is, acknowledge it. You know what they say, the first step to in AA, the first step is acknowledging that you have a problem. So we know that that's a problem. So now that we know that it's there, and it's just not something that we were born with, or something that's just, you know, I just can't get over it because that's just who I am. So now that we know that there's something that we could change, we need to acknowledge it so that when we see it happening, we could change it. Right? Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. Put ones in the chat. And I'm not saying anything that you've been through that is stopping you. I'm not trying to say that it didn't hurt you. I'm not saying that it didn't destroy you. I'm not saying any of that, because it has. You know, we all have traumas. We all have things from our past. We all have things from relationships. We all have things from childhood. We all have things that we're carrying that has had us stuck for a very long time, right? We are now adults, right? As adults, we choose to stay there. We choose to stay, or we choose to move or change. We got to do something. If you're going to stay stuck, then you made the conscious choice for you to stay stuck there. Oh, but Nikki, you don't understand. I was molested. Oh, Nikki, you don't understand. But I used to get beat up from my husband. But Nikki, you don't understand. You choose to stay there. Period. It's a choice. If you got yourself up out of that situation and you chose to let that hinder you and let that stop you from being as great as you can possibly be, or be as great as God made you to be, if you allowed a person to stop you as an adult, you made that conscious choice to stay stuck in that mindset, not in that situation. Because a lot of the times we're in situations where we can't move, or we can't do anything, or we just don't know better, or you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff we gotta go through and grow through. That's life, right? There's a lot of stuff we got to go through and grow through. But if you got out of it and you let that stop you, like, oh, I can't be successful because this person told me I'm never going to amount to something. Oh, I'm never going to be loved because this person told me that I'm never going to do this. I'm never going to do that. I can't be loved because, oh, when I was little, I was molested, and then this happened, and this happened, and this happened. I can't, nobody's ever going to love me. Nobody's ever going to want me. I can't appreciate people. I can't love on people. I can't do all of this. As an adult, you choose to stay. That's your choice. You could agree or you could not, you could disagree, but I'm telling you, yes, those things are traumatic. Yes, they change your life. They alter your life tremendously. And but once we get out of there, we have a conscious choice to change it. We have a conscious choice to not let that affect how we're going to move forward in our lives. Good morning, Sherelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a conscious choice to move or to stay, right? And we can't allow those things to stop us from succeeding, right? Because God made us all, and we are all made to be amazing. We're all made to be great. We all have something special. And like they say, you are the only person with your gift. If God blessed us so much to have a gift, and it may not be as extravagant as some others, right? But if God blessed us with the gift, then he clearly thought we were worthy enough to have that, right? And so he clearly thought we had everything that we needed in order to produce that, right? He clearly thought that we had what we needed, and whatever we need along the way will come to us, right? Does everybody feel what I'm saying? Does everybody get what I'm saying? Good morning, Stephanie. Good morning. She asked to place one in the chat. An agreement. Yes, yes, yes. Let me see. Truth from heaven. All right. I think I'm caught up in the chat. Okay. So I said, we're not allowing that to stop us going forward. We're not going to allow. We have to let it go. We have to drop it off, because how long are we going to carry that with us? You're going to carry that with you till you die? That's not that. Then you're not living. You're not fully living. You can't carry. Good morning, Shantae. You cannot carry that with you all your life. That's heavy. That's heavy. We got to learn to let those things go. And I'm not saying that it's easy, because it's not. And I'm starting to tear up. I'm not saying that it's easy, because it's totally not easy. But would you rather go through life carrying this heavy burden on your back the entire time, not allowing yourself to live? Because as far as I know, we only got this life. So is it your purpose to go through life miserable? Absolutely not. Is it your purpose to go through life carrying somebody else's burden, carrying somebody else's mess, carrying somebody else's trauma? Is it worth it for is your life worth, the cost for that? No, it is not. Your life, you should not. Your life is your life. Whatever happened to them and whatever they did to you, is unfortunate, right? But you can't allow that. You cannot allow it to mess with you. You cannot, right? Because we're moving forward and we're changing things. And again, like I said yesterday, I'm not saying that you're not going to have triggers, because things are going to trigger you back to certain memories. There's scents, there's times, there's songs, there's words. Certain things are going to trigger you to take you back to those times. But how you respond to that is going to be your growth. How you respond to that is going to be the change that you are making for yourself. This is going to change the way the future generations are going to be within your family. This is going to change the way your outcome is going. You know what I'm saying? This is going to change your outcome, period. Right? Seek therapy that will help you move on. Yeah, if you need to speak to somebody, you have to do all the things that is required. I'm not saying you just going to wake up one morning and say, you know what, I'm not bothered about that anymore, I'm going to move on. I'm not saying that, right? Do all the things that's necessary and required for you to do, so that you could get yourself and your mindset together, so that you can no longer let that be what holds you back. Because at this point, they're not holding you back. You are holding your back. You are holding yourself back. You are self-sabotaging. Right? Good morning, LeBronza. How was your birthday? At this point, you're self-sabotaging, right? So you have to learn, and you have to choose. You have choices in life. I didn't have a choice. I had to. No, you have a choice. You always have a choice. Somebody told me that before, and I'm like, no, I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice when, but I do have a choice to not let it affect me now, right? I didn't have a choice when this happened, but I have a choice to not let it affect me now, right? So that is how we are going to be moving forward. And I'm going to dig into my notes. Good morning, Kendra. Good morning. People have to heal from the trauma first. It's hard for those who who relive the trauma in their head. Yes. Sometimes it requires professional help. Yes, it does. It does. And you need to do all the things you need to do in order to get it together. You need to do all of the things. If that requires therapy sessions, you need to do them. If that requires you to meditate, then you need to do it. If that requires you to do certain things, then you need to do those things. But you have to learn, because again, at this juncture, at this point in your life, you choosing to let that affect you. You choosing to let that stop you. You have that choice, right? So the next step, I wrote, the next step on your journey is on you and how you will move forward. We have upper limits, right? We have, and in the book that we're reading is called The Big Leap. If you guys have not read The Big Leap yet, go ahead and get The Big Leap from Gay Hendricks. You can get it on Audible. You can listen to it for free on YouTube. It starts with forgiveness. They need to forgive the trauma in themselves. Yes, 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 and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. You need to get the book, The Big Leap, because this is also The Big Leap and The War of Art. These books are going to get you out of your head, right? They're going to get you out of your head. So you have upper limits, and it's like your thermostat. So you only allow yourself to be happy for so long before it has to regulate. You only give yourself enough. You only allow yourself to be so happy, so abundant, so in love, so successful, all of these things. You only allow it to get to a certain point, right? And at that point, if once you hit you hit the your thermostat, you're going to start regulating, right? Because that's what happens. If you set the room for 70 degrees, the room gets to 70 degrees, the thermostat is now going to start regulating it so it can maintain 70, right? You're going to do that with your life, because we have these limits, and they're called upper limits, right? So that's the thermostat on how much we can withstand, right? Before we start to sabotage it, right? Before we start worrying about it, before we start getting angry. Like, this is in relationships, this is with everything. Before we start getting angry, before we start saying I'm not good enough, before we start getting sick, before we start messing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's times when like I told you, organization is a thing for me, right? Like, it's not my blessing. It's not my ministry, like Tanya said. Organization is not my blessing. When I put my stuff down in front of me to organize, all of a sudden, I can't think. All of a sudden, I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. All of a sudden, I can't get my thoughts in order. All of a sudden. Any other time, my thoughts are in order. I got everything together, and I'm like, oh, I need to put it on paper, right? I need to get my day plan, get all of this organized. Once I start to sit and actually to plan and organize, goes right out the window, right out the window. So you have to make sure that you're paying attention to what these things are, because they are happening. Or you get super tired. You got so much to do. How many of you guys, and I know you can relate because we're all makers in here, right? And the people and situations that causes the trauma, forgiveness is for us. That's right. When we don't, it's like we carry that cross that needs to, we have to let it go. Let it go. We got to let it go. I have a plan and fail to open it. I know that's right. Listen, how many of us know that we have a ton of stuff to do and we need to take a nap? I have so much I got to do. I got a deadline that's got to be done by tomorrow, but you know what I need to do? I need to take a nap. Put a one in the chat if that's you. I know it's for sure me. I'm going to put a whole bunch of ones. A whole bunch of ones. And I'll have an excuse. Oh, I wake up at 5 o'clock. Oh, I did a lot of work. Oh, I did this and I did that. I deserve a nap. But I'm not saying that you don't get tired. I'm just saying, when it's time for you to do something that's important and you got a deadline and you have a deadline, you all of a sudden get tired. You all of a sudden, you're exhausted. You need a nap. I'm going to take that nap. Oh, I know because it's me. I say things because I know I go through the same, right? And that's us getting in the way of what we got to do, right? Because somewhere deep embedded in our head, we're saying, I don't know if I should have all of those products because maybe I'm not going to sell all of those products. Maybe my launch is not going to go well. Maybe they're not going to like my stuff. Maybe I don't feel like doing that show. Maybe I don't feel like doing that show. And all of these things up in the back of your mind, they're not in the forefront, but they're in the back. And that is what's helping you to make those decisions, right? I have no idea. It's self-sabotage. Betty Rose says she's been good. She haven't been napping lately. Yes, 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 and yes. So I want to go. I want to go and I want to touch on some things. And again, I wrote some notes just so I don't forget, right? So this is what is in the big, my thing is messing up. This is what's in the big leap, right? Um, these are the false foundations that we have. So you feel fundamentally flawed. I can't expand to my full creative genius because something is fundamentally wrong with me. How many people believe that? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that. Put a 2 if you don't. I can't expand to my full creative genius because something is fundamentally wrong with me. I can't think. I'm not creative. I'm not artistic. I don't do this. I can't do that. How many people think, oh, I'm dyslexic. I can't work as fast as you. I can't plan. I can't do. How many of you guys think that is something that is fundamentally wrong with you? That's a feeling of being fundamentally flawed. How many? Sounds like fear of failure. Yes, yes, it does. Yes, it does. You don't understand. I'm sick. I can't. I do. I ain't. I ain't. How many people feel fundamentally flawed? Something's got to be wrong with me. I'm not like this person because something is wrong with me. I'm not succeeding because something is wrong with me. I'm not meant to succeed. If they are meant to succeed, but not me, I'm not meant to succeed. They are. How many people have that feeling? It's got to be something wrong with me because I'm not where they are. And I know at some point everybody feels that same thing. Something's got to be wrong with me because I'm not where they are. They are so successful. I'm not meant to be successful. I think because of, maybe because I was born in the Bronx and I didn't have access to all of these things that I shouldn't be successful. I can't be successful. I'm from the hood. Well, how could I be successful? We're not successful in the hood. How many people feel that they have these kind of things that's on them? And that's another false foundation, right? That it doesn't, people have succeeded coming from where I'm from. People have succeeded coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? People have succeeded just, a lot of the times people are doing the work and you're not doing the work, and that's why it's not getting done. It's not about you not being able to get what they have. It's about them having the work ethic to get it and you not, and you don't. Right? You're not willing to work as hard. You're not willing to do the things that you need to do in order for you to get to that level. Right? So the next thing I'm going to say is disloyalty. There's 4 of them. So the second one is disloyalty and abandonment. I can't express myself. I can't express to my full success. I can't expand to my full success because I'll be alone. I'll be disloyal to my roots, and I'll leave people up behind. How many people feel like they can't succeed because people are going to think, oh, who do you think you are? You think you better than us, so you think you got to blend in? How many people think that? How many people think if I succeed, I'm going to be alone? Because if I succeed, I'm not going to be able to hold down my family. I'm not going to be able to hold down my man or my girl or my wife. I'm not going to be able to hold down, my relationships. How many people feel that if they become successful, they're not going to be able to succeed? I mean, if they become successful, they're not going to be happy, because you can't be happy, right? Because being successful means you got to work so hard. You're going to push your family away. You're going to push your relationship away, and I'm going to be alone. How many people feel that way? So We have, you can't, I'd be alone, just loyal to my roots, and you'll leave people behind. And a lot of the times, everybody's not meant, not a lot of the times, all of the times, everybody is not meant to go with you. You're not meant to take everybody with you. I used to get upset, a lot of the times, or not upset, but hurt because of friendships that don't last, or relationships that didn't last, or things like that. And then I had to really come to the realization that everybody is not meant to go with you along your journey. And you hear that, but you don't realize it until it really hits you, and you get to the next level, and you like, that person couldn't have got me to that next level because that person's energy was not the vibe that I needed, or the person gave me what I needed to take me to that next step, but it wasn't going to help me to go further than that. You know what I'm saying? So every time that we moving forward, sometimes we're not meant to go. Everybody's not meant to go with you when you get to where you going, because that what your dream is your dream. What your vision is for you. It is not their vision, and they may be there again. You hear this all the time. They may be a lesson or a blessing. You don't know what they are, right? I've there's a lot of times I've been betrayed, but being in that betrayal was a blessing, right? In the time, I didn't see it as a blessing. I was hurt, of course, like anybody, right? But in you see it as a blessing, like that is not meant for you to go to the next level. Maybe something is going to keep you comfortable, right? You're comfortable because you're familiar with that these people, this type of person, this type of person, this type of environment, you're comfortable with that. Maybe God needed to make you uncomfortable so that you can see your talent, so you can see the glory, so that you can see what you could possibly be, right? So you had to be alone, or you had to have that situation, because without that situation, you wouldn't have known how strong you were or how strong you could be, because you didn't have to be in that situation. So then you had to be moved, right? And a lot of the times we don't want to leave these people behind. But I want you to get familiar and get acquainted. Like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. So you're going to leave people behind. Everybody's not meant to go with you. Some people will stay and some people will go, but everybody ain't meant to be on this ride with you. Everybody can't go with you, right? So the feeling of disloyalty and abandonment, they can't go with you. A lot of the times, parents, we feel guilty when we're working too much. We feel guilty when we can't do certain things because we're working, or we started our own business, and so we're feeling like, oh, I can't do this because I'm not going to be the best parent that I can be. But that's absolutely false. That's absolutely, that's fear. You're fearful that you're not going to be a good parent because you feel like you're not spending as much time with your child because you're focusing on your business. But you learn how to, put your time in pockets. You'll be able to, this is my time with my kids. I'm not going to get on my phone. I'm going to be at, you make promises to yourself. You make the commitment. I'm going to be at every game. I'm going to be at every practice. And this business is allowing me to do that because I have the freedom to pick up work when I don't have, when I'm back home, or when I'm done with this. I have the freedom to do what I need to do so that I can, do my business. But a lot of the times as parents, we're feeling like, oh, I missed the game. I can't do this. I can't do that. So therefore I can't start my business because I'm never going to be I'm not going to be a good mother if I start my business. I'm going to wait till my kids are grown or my kids are out the house, and then I'm going to start that business. No, sis, start that business now. Do it now and figure out what the structure is going to be, and start planning out your time and doing that accordingly so that you can be there for your kids, so that you can have quality time with your kids. You don't need to be up your kids' butt 24 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? But you still got to figure out where you're going to give them that quality time, right? So a lot of us are stopping ourselves like, oh, we can't be successful in business because we're not going to be a good parent. We're not going to be a good spouse. We're not going to, you got to get that out of your head, and you just have to learn how to manage your time, and, so that you can make sure that everybody know that they are appreciated and they're loved, right? Hey, Miss Quell. Hey, Miss Quell. So we know everybody can't go with us. You still could be a good parent. Do not hold on to that guilt. You still could be a good parent and still be an entrepreneur. Your time is going to be spread thin, but you still could do it. You still could be an amazing parent. I think we as a society has a real issue with this. We deal with guilt because we've been taught incorrectly, yes, that we must take everyone along, even if sometimes it's to our detriment. And absolutely, if you got some toxic family members, they can't go with you because they're gonna come. That you left them toxic, they're gonna stay toxic, and when you get there, they're gonna still be toxic. They can't go with you. They can't. We see that with the rappers, right? They got their friends in the hood, and they friends in the hood coming with them. They bringing that hood with them everywhere they go. And at a certain level, they expect them to be that. But when they start doing that, they like, hey, wait, we not in the hood no more. You know what I mean? But you cannot take everybody can't go with you. So you have to learn to let go of that guilt. Everybody cannot let go. I mean, everybody can't go with you, and you got to learn to just let them go. When it's time for them to drop off, they will. When it's time for them to leave, they will go, right? Number 3, believe success brings a bigger burden. Do you think that if you're successful, that is going to be a bigger burden for you? More money, more problems. Once if I get to the top, somebody gonna knock me down, somebody's gonna be better. Like, do you have that feeling that you'll have a bigger burden if you're successful? If I make it to this point, I'm gonna be a burden, right? Because now I have more money, I have more problems, right? Outshining. The 4th one is outshining. Outshining is something that if you were in a household with more than 2 kids, we'll say 2 kids or more. If you're in a household with 2 kids or more, the whole outshining thing is a problem, right? Because maybe one kid is doing one thing, and so they get all the attention, or one kid is good at academics, and they're getting all the shine there. Somebody's good at sports, they're getting the shine here, and then you got to kind of like not shine so much so that the other person can feel better. Let's say you had another sibling and the sibling didn't do so well, right? The sibling is not athletic and they're not good at academics, and so you got to kind of like tone it back because you don't want that sibling to feel like they don't have something special, right? So you have a fear of outshining. If you're in a family, when you're in a family, you see that in a certain friend groups, you see that. My son used to do that all the time when he used to play basketball. When he played sports, he's very athletic, right? And so what my son used to do was dumb himself down to play. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Or run slower because he didn't want the other person to feel a certain type of way. And I'm like, you cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? You be who you are and let them work up to you. You don't have to dim your light. Don't worry about outshining anybody. You just shine. And that's just it. Don't worry about outshining anybody else. Just worry about shining. And that's what I want to say to everybody in here. Don't worry about who's going to say what, right? We don't care. You're just going to shine your light because your light is your light, period. You don't live for everybody else. You live for you. You live for you. You're not here to live somebody else's life. If somebody else do something, that's not on you, that's on them. So you got to make sure that you are worried about you at all times. It's always about you. Right? Again, if you don't pour into yourself and nobody else going to pour into you, if you don't make sure that you're replenished, there's nobody who's going to replenish you. If you're not okay, no one around you is going to be okay. So you have to make sure that you are pouring and you're giving and you're doing for yourself. You have to make sure that you're doing this for yourself, because if you do not, then you're always going to be living in somebody else's shadow, and you are not born to live in anybody else's shadow. You are born to shine, and everybody needs to get that into your head. I'm not going to worry about outshining anybody else. I'm just going to shine, period. Right? You don't have, like, somebody else's success doesn't mean somebody else's failure, right? So I'm going to shine. I don't have to, in order for me to succeed, doesn't mean somebody else has to fail. I can succeed. Anybody in this room can succeed. We all can succeed, and we all can succeed at the same time. Isn't that amazing? We all can succeed at the same time. It doesn't mean, oh, it's cycles. Success is in cycles. It is not. Just because she get it don't mean you can't get it. You could get it too. Hey, you could get it too, sis. But you could get it too. You know what I'm saying? It's not about somebody else getting something that you can't get, or you getting it now they can't get it. No, everybody can get it, and everybody can get it at the same time. So just shine. Just shine. Preach. It turns out to be a blessing. You know that's right. Preach. It's about you. Then that's the word for the day. Okay? You. That's the word for the day. It's about you. You don't worry about outshining anybody. All you have to do is just shine. And I want you to put that in the chat. Just shine. Just shine. Just shine. Period. Shine your light on the world. Shine the light on your friends, your people. Share it. Let them um delight in your light. Let them get the benefits of your blessings. Shine. You don't have to worry about outshining anybody else. You just need to shine. Shine bright like a diamond. Number 1 was feeling fundamentally flawed. 1 is feeling fundamentally flawed. 2 is disloyalty and abandonment. 3 is success brings a bigger burden. 4 is the crime of outshining. Just shine. Everybody put just shine in the chat. A lot of times everybody be like, oh, I'm humble. Girl, bye. Oh, I'm humble. Oh, no, no, no. Somebody give you a compliment. Oh, no, 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 no. They gave you a compliment. Thank them. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't worry about it. This is what I do all the time. You do something special on your job. They gave you like some kind of kudos or accolades for something you did at your job. And you're like, oh, it's nothing. No, it's not nothing. Obviously, it's something. If they're recognizing it, obviously it's something. Stop dimming your light to let other people feel comfortable around you. I'm not even gonna say you don't necessarily need to do that. You don't need to do that, period. Right? You don't have to dim your light so other people can feel comfortable. That's not what you do. You just shine and you just do. That whole humble thing, yes, you could be humble to a certain extent, but not at the risk of you succeeding, not at the risk of you taking your stuff to the next level. You want to make sure that you do what you got to do. You got to elevate. That's the point. The point of life is to elevate. And whatever you don't have and whatever you don't know and whatever you haven't learned, you can, right? You're always evolving, you're always learning. So you can learn and grow and do and be. So shine. Just shine. Yes, yes, and yes. You cannot. I'm not going to say, oh, well, you successful and that's good for you. No, I want to be successful too. We're going to shine. We're going to shine. Yes, that's great for you, but I'm doing it too. You know what I'm saying? We got to, let me tell you something. Get that whole humble. Oh, it's nothing. No, you did it. You're welcome. You're welcome. You see my light shining? You're welcome. You get to see because my light is on? You're welcome. You know what I'm saying? Live in that. That's you. That's you. And you can appreciate it. Because God gave it to you. God gave it to you. You have to start shining. And I wrote down here, start looking at your life when you notice that you start doing things like that. Start noticing when you start shrinking around people. Start noticing when you start dimming your light around people so that you could change that. Right? I'm pretty sure there's situations, conversations, things that have happened where you've noticed that you dimmed your light so that somebody else could feel comfortable, or because you didn't feel adequate, or you didn't do what you didn't do what you could have done because you're dumbing yourself down so that you could feel comfortable with the group, so that the group could feel comfortable. How many of us have realized that? I know for sure I do it. Not do it, I've done it. Because I recognize it and I'm a snap it. But how many of you guys realize that you do that? Put a 1 in the chat if you realize that. It's about me, baby. That's right. It's about you. How many of you realize you feel like you got to dim your light for somebody else to feel comfortable? You feel like you got to shrink just so other people could feel powerful, or for other people to feel like, they're in control, or, that you're respecting them. You don't have to shrink to show them respect. You just, respect is respect. I don't have to shrink. I don't have to be below you in order for you to say something to me. Yes, I could be a student and you could be the teacher, and I could still understand and get what you're saying, but I don't have to shrink in order for you to give me some information, right? I was going to say, Nikki, say what needs to be said. Period. Period. So, how many of you guys are, you do that? And we do it in a lot of situations. Maybe you're doing it with somebody who you think have more experience, so you shrink, right? You don't, I'm not saying you got to show off, and I'm not saying, do any of that, but you feel like you got to shrink yourself because you're in, you know, they have more experience or whatever. And no, you don't. Be who you are. Do what you do. And that is it. It is you. The word of the day, like cousin said, the word of the day is you. You. Be who you are, period. Right? I don't have to shrink for you. I don't have to dim my light for you. I'm going to just be in all that I am. All of this gloriousness, I'm going to be in it. Right? Why not? Why not? Why am I going to feel like I'm not capable of doing what anybody else is doing? I'm capable. I'm capable. Everybody in here needs to say, I am capable. I am capable. I am capable. And I say it a couple of times because I want you to say it and type it and say it and type it so it could get into your mind at least 3 times. I am capable. I am capable. I am capable. I am capable. Oh, I used to do that. When I used to paint murals, I used to paint out everything I felt was wrong when someone complimented. Wait, I used to point out. Oh, you used to point out. Okay. I used to point out everything I felt was wrong when someone complimented my work. And stop yourself when you feel yourself doing that. Stop yourself when you feel it happening. That's good. Shrinking myself disrespects myself for sure. For sure. It does. I'm capable. Put I'm capable in the chat. I am capable in the chat. I am capable in the chat. Stop. You don't have to dim your light. You don't have to shrink. Just be. Just be. You guys are amazing. You are talented. You are wonderful. I don't care what you've been through in your past. Your past ain't you right now. You know what I'm saying? That is a moment that you've been through and you moved through. Now we got to get through, right? So like I said, we're not taking none of that with us. We can't carry these heavy burdens. We can't allow that to stop us from being successful. We can't allow it for us to not be happy. We can't take that with us, so we can't be happy. You should be happy at everything that you're doing. Life is happening all around us. There's a lot of things going on. People in worse situations than you are. Express your gratitude, and I'm not there, right? So I could be grateful that I'm not experiencing that. I could be grateful that I'm out of that situation. I could turn that trauma around. I'm not saying it's going to feel better, but I could say that I could feel better about the way I'm moving through it, right? I'm not going to allow that to stop me. I'm not allowing that person to have that power over me. I'm not allowing that person to say that I'm not good enough. I know that I'm good enough. I know that I'm more than enough. I know that I can. I know that I will. And I know that I must. You know me, I love me some Eric Thomas. I can, I will, I must. Definitely, definitely, definitely. We cannot allow that. We will not allow that. We are adults. We are grown. We cannot allow that to stay on us. You got to take that stink off. Just like when you working out or you funked up yourself and you got to take a shower, you got to take a shower every day. But just like you got to take a shower, you got to wash that off. You got to wash them off of you. They are not meant to go with you to that next level. And if they were, it was so that you could realize how strong you are, so that you could realize how great you are. They were there so that they could show you something. It may not have felt good. It may not have looked good. It may not have been good. But they were there to show you something. And you're going to use that something to help somebody else along your journey. Believe me, everything that you've been through is going to help somebody along their journey. You may not even think about it. You may not even feel like this ain't going to, what am I going to use this for? I've been molested. I've been traumatized. I've been beaten. I've been abused. How am I going to use that? because you may be mentoring women that or people that have those struggles. You may be speaking to people that have those, and they could see the passion in you because you've been through it. A lot of the times people speak about things and they never been experienced it. So when they're talking to you and they're trying to tell you something, you don't believe them because they haven't been through it. You could tell they haven't been through it because the pain don't sound real. The talk, you know what I'm saying? And then it's not, oh well, I taught myself. No, no, no. It doesn't feel real because you feel fake to me. Right? I know when somebody hasn't been through something that I've been through because they seem fake. Because you can't express the same. We don't have to have the same experience for me to know that that's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have to take it. You don't have to take it. You don't have to take that with you. You don't. Where you at? Came in late. Today we all about mindset. We're talking about fear. We're talking about realizing the things that stop you when you are trying to do something successful, or when you're really happy about something, or when you're launching something. The things that stop you. We're talking about the Big Leap. If you have not gotten the book yet, The Big Leap from Gay Hendricks, that is what we are talking about. B album. Okay, listen to it. Turn it up, Trina. Turn it up. I am capable. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Yes, yes, yes. So we're making a conscious decision that we are not letting us hold up. We're not letting that hold us back, right? I'm making a conscious decision to not let my past hold me back. Does everybody agree? Put ones in the chat. 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 In the book, and I'm gonna close out with this quote because this quote was in the book. The goal in life is not to attain some imaginary ideal, right? The goal in life is not to attain some imaginary ideal. It is to fully use our own gifts. Period. No imposter syndrome. I'm not looking at you to see what you're doing. I got my own gift. I got my own stuff. I got my own vibe. I got my own energy. I got my own swag. I got my own drip. I got my own wave. I'm gonna focus on my gifts because they're unique, they're mine. Nobody else on in this earth on nobody else on this earth is going to have my gift. Nobody else on this earth can give what I could give. Period. I don't care if you feel like you don't have anything to give, you have something to give. Everything, like again, everything that you've been through is going to be something that you could use. This is something that is going to help you. This is something that's going to sharpen you. This is something that's going to hone your skills. This is something that made you do that. If this didn't happen to you, maybe you wouldn't be where you're at right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if something didn't happen to you, maybe you wouldn't have had this idea. Maybe if I didn't get betrayed, then maybe I wouldn't be where I'm at. Maybe if I didn't get this didn't happen to me, I would. You know what I'm saying? Like these things are there to help you, and it doesn't look like help when it's happening. It doesn't look like help when it's happening. And a lot of times we get stuck and we're like alone. It's like, now what do I do? God, what do I do? I'm by myself. I never did this before by myself. There's been times when, matter of fact, I'm sure we're all adults in here, right? There's no teenagers in here. We're all adults. There's been times when we've been absolutely alone. Nobody is going to pick up the phone. Nobody's responding to your text messages. Nobody is around to speak to. You are in your darkest hour. Why there's nobody around? Why can't anybody help me? Why can't I find somebody to speak to in this particular moment? Because that moment was meant for you to realize something and for you to pray and for you to get yourself together. We all have these dark moments. There's a dark time. And in these moments are going to be revelations. In these moments are going to be the times when you say, okay, this is it. These are the moments when it's like, God's got to stop all these distractions in order for you to say, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. Or they need to be out of my life, or they need to be gone in order for me to do certain things. I know there's certain relationships that I've been in. If I wasn't alone, I wouldn't have got myself out of those relationships. Right. And so when I was going through it, it didn't feel good. But now that I'm out of it, I could see the good in it. right? So you got to make sure that you start whatever you have been through is going to be used somehow, some way, and somebody's going to need that. What you've been through was not for you, it was for somebody else that you are going to shine your light on. Again, shine. It's going to always be about you. It's about you. Okay. So that is what the word is for the day. That is what the word is for the day. I feel like that's the time when God says, I'm here. Talk to me. Yes. Talk to me. Let me know what you need. What do you want? What are your dreams? This is us now. This is me and you speaking. What do you want? What do you really see for yourself? Do you want to be out of this? Do you want to be free? What do you want? What do you want? Like TDJ, sometimes you can't muster up the words to say when you're praying. Sometimes the only thing you could muster up in your prayer is help. The only thing you could muster up, like, I need you, God. What, like, the only thing that you can muster up sometimes. So you have to, sometimes you're always going to realize your strength when you're alone. And God says you'll see it in your weakness, you'll see his strength and his power, but you'll also realize that you'll realize your own. You realize your own power within that too, in that moment. Because now it's time for you to get off the pot. It's time for you to move. It's time for you to grow. You got to go through this, right? And in those moments, in your darkest moments when you're alone, that's when the light comes on. Shine. Thank you. I've been trying to sign up for the Honor Society, but the link button isn't working. I sent you an email yesterday. I think I got you, Lawanda. I got you. Right? So with that being said, everybody, I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Put it in the chat if you enjoyed today's live. Going about the rest of my day in boss. Okay, boss mode after this. Okay, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. So if you have not signed up for the Honor Society, again, I'm switching some things around, so I'm not going to even really speak on that yet. But I will talk about it soon. I'm moving some things around, doing some stuff, and tonight I will be live with BCMC. And tomorrow we have credit. So if you are working on your credit and you want to start building your credit back, or you just want to make your credit, you want to improve your credit score and learn how to utilize your credit, we're going to be going live tomorrow night with Louisa. And what else? Sunday, we got content. We got a content creation intensive. So make sure if you're struggling with your content and you need help with your content, you need help editing, you need help with captions, you need help with any of that, make sure you join us on Sunday night. It is free. It is open to everybody. And the link has been sent to your emails. If you have not signed up for the email list, please sign up for the email list. It's on Bubble Babes University right at the top. You can sign up for the email list, and I will resend the link. I think I sent it out last night, or did I send it out today? I don't remember I sent it out tonight or last night or today, but I'm going to send it out again. I'm going to send it out again. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you, Shantae. Thank you. We are here Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. So thank you and welcome. So glad that you joined. Everybody, if you have not hit the thumbs up button, hit the thumbs up button, y'all. Again, I don't know where it's at. I don't know if it's there, or here. But I think it's somewhere down here, right? Somewhere in the bottom. Yes, you give me so much inspiration and insight about myself and how and why I need to make major changes within my life, starting now, starting today. And it ain't going to be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So I don't want anybody to be like, oh, Nikki, you think it's easy? No, I don't think it's easy. You're not like I said, I don't think it's easy. I am a mother. I have taken care of kids that have not been mine. You know what I'm saying? I've been all of that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. But if this is something that you want to do, it's going to be worth it. If you want to be a better you, it's definitely worth it. You're going to shine and be as great as you can be. This is definitely going to be worth it. right? You're going to work through it, and we're going to make it happen, and we're going to get out on the other side. We're going to have some bumps and bruises, but that's okay. It's life. I may have a knot on my forehead, but it's okay. We're going to get through it. We're your bottom right. Okay. Make sure y'all like it. We're going to get through it, right, y'all? We're going to get through it, and we're going to be on the other side, and we are going to be talking about next year. It's going to be a whole different situation. Next year, we're going to be talking about all the successes. Next year, we're going to talk about all the growth. Next year, we're going to talk about all of the wonderful things that we were able to do because of who we became. Just saying. Just saying. So everybody, I want you all to have an amazing day. I will pair you guys up. I will send this out to you guys. I will let everybody know who your partner is. And that is it. So join me tomorrow morning. I'm getting confused with my times. I got something tonight at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock will be CMC. Again, that's going to be in my stories. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on at 9 a.m. And then tomorrow night, we'll be on for credit. And then Sunday night, we'll be on again for the content class. So with that being said, everybody have an amazing day. I love you. I love you. I love you. And remember, shine. And it's all about, the word of the day is you. You. It's all about you. You got to pour into you. You got to love on you, because ain't nobody else going to do it like you could do it. So do it. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day. See you later.